Did you know that you are in sales? That's right. Zig Ziglar, a popular motivational speaker, is stated on brainyquote.com saying, "Everyone is in sales. Maybe you don't hold the title of salesperson, but if the business you are in requires you to deal with people, you, my friend, are in sales." I'd like to share some of my personal credentials. 3 years ago, I was hired as a part-time associate for a very wide retail company. 6 months later, I was promoted to a lead sales associate, ranking 15th in the company for my overall net sales. 6 months after that, I was promoted to an assistant manager. I'm going to share with you my 3 personal techniques from my company that I use to train and develop my team. My experience has taught me that sales technique requires creating relationships, cultivating a desire, and convincing the shopper to become a buyer. Sales is universal. You can use these sales techniques in more ways than just selling product. You have to sell yourself, you have to sell your ideas, and you have to sell your product. I'm going to teach you the 3 simple techniques. Tilly's coaching guide states that the 3 techniques are connect, convert, and hook 'em up. The first one, connect, has to deal with greeting your customer in a natural and appropriate manner. You want to greet the customer depending on who the customer is. If you have a child come into your store, you can use a very relaxed greeting. If you have a grandmother or grandfather come into your store, you might want to use a little bit more of a professional greeting. Next, you want to move on to open-ended questions. An open-ended question is when you ask the customer a question that cannot be answered in a yes or no answer. A closed-ended question, for example, would be, "Are you shopping for anything specific today?" No. This automatically creates a wall between you and your customer. But if you ask the customer, "Who are you shopping for today?" or "What are you shopping for today?" it creates more of a conversation. Next, you want to determine the shopper's interests. You can do this by asking them questions such as, "What are some of your favorite brands?" or "Where are you going later today?" After you've connected with the customer, you want to convert them into becoming a buyer. You can use this by using your product knowledge. Product knowledge shows the customer your credibility. Identify their base item and then add on. A base item is the first item that they pick up or the item they specifically come in looking for. For example, say this is the customer's base item. I might add on my selling statement. A selling statement is what you grabbed and why. I grabbed you this scarf because it's starting to get a little bit colder outside and it's a great addition. I think the color really brings out the accent color in your shirt. After that, you might have to save the sale. If the customer isn't really feeling the item that they or you picked out, you can suggest something different. Perhaps they think this is too flowy. Maybe suggest something that's a little bit more fitted. Next, after converting them, you want to hook them up. Hook them up continues on with the customer loyalty. You need to provide returning incentives. What is going to make the customer want to come back to you for their purchase versus a competitor? You have to personalize the experience. You can do that by using the customer's name. If you ask them for your name and introduce yourself, going back to the point about connecting, this will help you create the customer's loyalty. Remember, these techniques can help you in your personal and professional life. To sum it up, my 3 strategies are connect, convert, and hook 'em up. If you apply these to your professional life, you will have success. Sales strategies and usefulness in personal and professional. Connect, convert, and hook 'em up creates relationships, customer demand, and buyer loyalty. Recently, Kiplinger, a highly respected journal for business and finance, states, 2017 retail sales will increase 3.9% over 2016. We need to capitalize on the rise and create those sales.